Hey YouTube, here's your boy Laser and Talking Maple episode 6 already. And today I'm excited to talk and showcase Shade, guys, with my boy Gunner. How are you, brother?
Good, man, good.
Let's go. So, can you talk about a bit yourself? I see you're 281. You got it earlier, you said to me, so...
Yep, I just hit 281 today. Looking to be 282, hopefully before Night Troop in, what is that?
2 weeks?
2 weeks? Yeah, probably 2 weeks. Maybe, we'll see. It'll be close to 282 at least.
So pushing at 285, like...
Yeah, 285.
Before winter event, I guess?
283 before winter, 284 before winter. I don't think I'll have enough time to hit 285 before the winter patch, but...
Yeah,
I'll just use whatever pots we get and crap.
Yeah,
use,
yeah. I mean, it's a good grind, right? So, I mean, you would be grinding a fuck ton. So
yeah, I got a lot of grinding into me. So
okay. So, what's your CP right now?
my CP without boss fams is 236 mil, and if I fix my fams here,
and oh god,
276.
what are you running with your what's your bossing fams?
40 boss, 30 boss, and then 3% attack.
Okay, that's where all the good bossing fams are, guys.
Yeah, I got them before I was 260. I got I think all 3 of these before I hit 260.
Oh, that's fucking great, man. So yeah. I saw and where's your Legion at?
My Legion, it's all
8.8. So okay, that's let's go. So let's do a little gear review, I guess. I saw a great number of bitches in here, man.
I need to go grab my totem before I do anything, but I have my legacy totem with a crappy flame because RNG content's great.
Yup.
Fake 3-line, true 3-line.
That's fuck. Oh god, you're fucking 9 set.
Yeah, 9 set.
22.
Yeah, everything's 22.
Hey, let's continue. Yeah. Roar
4 with 3 spares. 5 weapon jumps, so I have my weapon jump swaps.
And 3 con 4?
2, only 2. I'm looking for my 3rd.
What's the other one for? Right.
Totaling ring, crit damage ring, reflective ring. That used to be good for Pino. I don't know if it's still good.
Okay.
They mostly just use the crit damage, the totaling, the risk taker all used for dojo.
Okay.
Whenever I decide to do that.
Yeah. Okay, so nice flame. Yep. All right.
5, my 22 daybreak. Fake 3-line. True 3-line. 23 and 30 with T7 attack and 5 all stat. Took me about, like, I don't know. If I had to guess, at least 700 rainbow flames, and I don't know how many red flames don't matter, but 600 700 rainbow flames for tier 7 is my first time.
So you got it.
T7.
And you're when did you live? A long time ago.
I could actually pull that up. I'll pull that up. Item. Was it like Genesis weapon? It might be.
Type Genesis in your search.
You're right. So I think, yeah, I finished lib on the 1st of April 2023.
Oh, okay.
So about a year and a half I've been libbed.
Yeah. Okay, so that's great. And was it the other gear?
Yep. Fake 3-line with a 96 and 5. Subtle flame. My CRAs I haven't touched since I've hit them 22. They're mostly, well, this one's a true 3-line, but they're fake 3-line. I got a real 3-line here. fake 3-line. I'm going to be cubing all of my fake 3-lines to true 3-line on cube sale.
Yeah.
Double prime, fake double prime.
Yeah.
Again, fake double prime.
God damn.
But still pretty good.
Yeah.
Double prime.
Ooh.
2-line crit damage with strength, which is my stat.
Ooh, that's good.
Black heart.
Like 3-line
Fake.
again.
Yep. I got my 30% attack. I got a medal that's just a bit worse than Monster Parker, but it's not. It's like a few stat. Or like a few attack. I don't really give a crap about it. Fake badge. I'm waiting for my Jenny. Please give me it. And my Mitra's 3-line attack. 400 sack because I took a break for a while, but we're getting there.
Well, that's pretty fucking good, I would say, man. And right now, what do you solo and what do you do in the party, content-wise?
I duo H Saren. Sometimes I bring 4 guys in there and we just blow it up and whatever.
Yeah, get in, get out.
Yeah, I'm trying to push to do a hard Saren, and hopefully when I get like 283 or 282 and some more Hexa, I'll be soloing N Kalos, or at least trying for an N Kalos solo. But until that, I do N Kalos and N Kaling starting next week in a party.
Okay.
Everything else I solo, like Black Mage, I solo carry, etc.
And where's your fraggies for Eternals at? Are you close to have a piece, or have you boomed some?
I've boomed a hat.
Oh god, okay.
And I have a
waiting on shining, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still torn between, because I get a Kalos piece next week. Oh. And then since we're starting to do N Kaling, I'm gonna be getting 5 more weeks for another piece. Yep. So I'm thinking, like, I don't know if I want to settle 18, if I want to go 19, like...
Is 18 better than CRA? Probably, right? Or
three Eternals, 18 is like 0.6% FD or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, so next week I'll have another hat. This one I'll probably get a shoulder, or honestly top. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah.
Okay.
I got a spare book here too.
Oh, okay. That's
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Just throwing flames on it.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay, so and so I guess we talked about your goals going forward, right?
And this is my Hexa.
Okay, so
but it sucks. It's all good.
Well, I mean, it doesn't suck as mine, right? So, so the I guess your C Kalos wouldn't be in your scope, or it's just because you're doing with friends and they're not there yet.
And I'm not 285 yet.
Okay.
I think before C Kalos, I definitely, like, it's gonna be a post cube sale. When I get some of these things to true 3 lines.
Well, like checking on your C. Oh yeah, 285. It's your yeah. You get so much fucking final damage reduction, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like when I was 280.
Yeah.
Doing X Lotus, I was doing about, I think it was 75% damage to Lotus in comparison to being on level.
Yeah.
And now that I've gained 1 level, I'm doing like an extra 7% FD just to X-Lot.
Okay.
And, you know, C Kalos, if I ever did that, or whatever, is 285, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, going from there, like, Shade, right? To be fair, I don't know shit about it. I guess, what do you like about that class?
If you don't mind, I'm just gonna change my weapon
real
quick.
Put your drip on, man.
Yeah, I'll wear my fucking Bugcat umbrella. What I really like about Shade is the movement. Like, being able to... I'll go to a better town. Go Ludi. Being able to have an up jump, a teleport, a backstep, self-bind, being a 2-minute class, like... having the movement around Shade makes it probably one of the better classes when it comes in terms of survivability. I mean, it's got just like it's got a self-door, it's got Freud's, which if I stack it, it's a 30-second iframe.
Okay, I'll have questions about it because I have a luminous boss mule, right? I don't know what the fuck thirds do, so I guess we'll get into that later on. But yeah, I guess survivability, and I didn't know Shade fucking moved like that, to be honest.
Yeah, you can do a lot of cool things, like just with the backstep. You can like up jump, backstep, TP. You know, it's got a lot of micro movement, for sure.
Okay.
Lifesteal, self bind, time leap.
Time leap.
Yeah, like you know,
Yeah,
the
like the
skill that
bug.
resets
Yeah,
your echo?
yeah.
Yeah.
You got that too?
This thing resets all of my cooldowns outside of 5th job. So anything 4th job and below.
Okay.
This is a 5th job skill.
Yeah.
It like I'll use AB and then I can reset it, and I have AB again.
Okay.
So it's kind of like I could AB, pop this, do my burst, and after my burst is over, I can pop AB again and just start DPSing.
Oh wow. God damn. I really didn't know that, man.
Yeah, it's a fun boss mule for sure, for the movement and the fact that it's a 2-minute class. You're not just waiting outside of bosses for 3 minutes because you're a Night Lord and your throw blasting is the only ability that does damage. So it's like you can go into a boss, DPS it, you know, leave, wait 30 seconds, go back into a boss, bind it, DPS it, and like the Spirit Flow resets your bind every time. So if you go in there, bind it, kill Hilla, you could go to a next boss, pop Spirit Flow, bind Magnus, burst it, go to the next boss. Yeah, it's the reason I have my main Shade. I've got 230 Shade.
Oh no, you're not that guy.
Yeah, and then I had another 200 Shade that I was gonna make into a boss mule, but then we got nerfed in Destiny, or sorry, in Ignition, like 2.5 years ago or something like that. Yeah.
The first hyperburn, right?
Yeah, I think that was the first hyperburn to 250.
Yeah,
that was the patch because the Cygnus Knight changed. Shade used to be almost on par with Night Lord in the form of like burst. Like it was definitely a top 5 class, and then we got nerfed to the ground. And but still, we're still in a pretty good spot even before the rework, even after the rework.
I'll have questions about it, man.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay, so can you please open your matrix and explain what's up with your 5th job skill? So
sure.
You got loaded dice. Goddamn. Okay.
Yeah, we do have loaded dice. Actually, I'm just gonna keep that. So for a boss mule, you really only need 2 skills, maybe even 3 skills. A trinode like this.
Yep.
Alongside the another form of it, because Spirit Claw is basically your main DPS skill.
Yeah.
Spirit Frenzy is your burst, and Fox Spirits are like your Night Lord marks. The other stuff that I have here is just my mobbing skill, Bomb Punch, and then a couple of other skills that just do a little bit of damage within the boss.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy for skill nodes, like no vicious shot, something that you need to level, or like unreliable memory is another skill for mages that you need to max first. So Freud's on a boss mule, you don't really need it. Overdrive is only really good when you get to like level 10 or something like that, but still pretty good if you want to invest nodes into it.
Yeah.
And these other skill nodes that we have, they're pretty good, but nothing that would shine you spending, 1,000 nodes on the class or anything like that.
Yeah. But
you could easily get by with throwing 300, 500 nodes on this character, and
it would be good enough.
And kill up to a Akechi pretty easily.
Oh, okay. So and like your 5th job skills, are they part of your burst? What's up with that?
Yeah, of course. Like most classes, I mean,
Yeah,
my burst sets up as I'll show you when we do BM. It's
yeah.
a lot of prep. So just using my 5th job skills, I'll load into a boss. I'll drop down Spirit Gate. It does little summons. That it's kind of like a support skill, especially for marksmans. Gives if I can do math, 80% crit rate and 10% crit damage when they're fully stacked.
Oh, God. Okay.
Which translates to like
Yeah.
a crap ton of damage for archers.
Yeah. Or vicious shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I'll, pop my overdrive, my AB, my roar. I'll bind, split, which is another form of support that we have that gives 20% final damage.
Yeah.
As a 4th job skill. Pop my spirit flow, which makes my spirit frenzy, like I was talking about, a different color, so it's orange.
Okay.
And that's basically my burst, alongside just some other little buffs that you have to keep up.
Okay.
There isn't really much more to that than spinning on the boss, watching the damage fly, and I'll go to dojo and I'll show you. It'll be a little bit easier that way.
Or you can do culvert.
I could do culvert. Let's do culvert. I haven't done it this week. So I'll kind of explain what I'm doing as I go through my culvert.
Yeah.
I don't need hers.
And before that, like before that, your Exomatrix is 6th job any good for Shade?
So it's kind of weird right now because of the rework.
Yeah.
Our spin is actually getting changed to be our marks. So we're in a tough spot right now as Shades to leveling Mastery 1 or Mastery 2. Post rework, you want to max Mastery 1 and then Mastery 2.
Yeah.
But pre-rework, you want to max Mastery 2 before Mastery 1.
Okay.
Or keep them like in line.
Okay.
So it's been difficult for me, but outside of the Hexa, I mean, you're really maxing the 2 masteries, your Origin and True Spirit Claw.
Okay.
Especially for post. So it's literally just 4 skills. And then these other 3, these 2 I know don't give that much. I think at max, both of them together only give about like 12 FD.
Okay.
Versus like maxing this would give you like 20 something just in itself.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what Spirit Flow does after the rework, but right now it just extends the duration of this, which is
so
20% final damage.
Nothing too big on.
Nothing too fancy, but
it does
it's what we definitely ate a lot when it came to the masteries, because I know some classes got a 2nd mastery, like Buccaneer got one that's the Nautilus Strike, or like Night Lords got their marks. So it was kind of like iffy, but we felt that when it came to the 1st mastery node, because it was just so on its own. Hexa Spirit Claw wasn't that great. They buffed it. It got a bit better. They added Mastery 2 to then buff our burst.
Yeah.
And my lines go from 70 bill to like 110 bill. So it's like completely night and day.
So I guess I guess it's like on the mid part of the
it's
of
definitely
the classes, right?
It's not bad,
but it's
Shade,
not great.
Yeah, for Shade, with it being a support, you get the cope of your class isn't that strong, but it has a support, so it's kind of give and take. But then you've got classes like Dawn Warrior or Bishop or Lin or anything like that where they give a lot more support and have less damage than me, but their support overtakes that.
Yeah.
And with a Dawn Warrior, they just have a better uptime support, and so it's better for DPM classes. For us being a 2-minute class, some of the times if you're in a 3-minute party, you have to sacrifice your time unless you're ring swapping, which, I mean, no, you wouldn't even have to do that if you're just in a 3-minute party. So Shade, kind of before the rework, is a 2-minute class, so it doesn't really fit in the meta, but also it's a really good support and damage class to play. It's like a A tier class, somewhere around where the most of the top 20 classes are. Think like Shadower, something like Heroes, even like a decent class.
Yeah.
Dawn Warrior, Battle, well, not Battle Mage, they're kind of lower, but On the mid side, it's not no
Okay.
Nightwalker, it's not a Night Lord, it's not even a Phantom. Phantoms are just, you know, the bottom of the barrel, but
Yeah,
we're definitely not getting the Iran treatment, but as of right now, we don't know how attack speed 0 will affect our class,
yeah. Okay.
because when the rework comes along, it definitely favors DPM more than burst.
And you're like when you're spinning the attack speed 0, like you said, doesn't change shit for
No,
you,
it doesn't
right?
change for the spin. Yeah, so like our burst right now, our spin is our spin.
Yeah,
But when it comes to the balls, this thing, when you see it in my culvert,
yeah.
it'll pop out a bunch of balls, which is
Okay.
great because the more balls there are, the more damage that I'm doing,
So
and they get procced based on my attack speed. So
yeah.
more
Okay.
attack speed, going faster makes it bring more balls. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, it's fair, right? Yeah. I mean, like you said, at least you got your like the right skills on the mastery boost, right? So,
yeah, we got exactly what we wanted. No,
all right. Okay.
yeah,
So I guess if you can show it up on Culver, that would be great, brother.
sure. I don't do the most optimal culvert because I honestly haven't looked it up, but I kind of just do something that I've
Uh, uh,
done.
uh, like
Ex-
like myself, I call it the Chris rotation, right?
exactly. Make your own rotation what works for you. Let me just grab a totem really quick. I gotta
Yeah.
max this. Get your U Garden totems. They're better than the guild totems. They just take forever to get.
Yeah, that's why I don't do them.
Yeah.
I,
Do not blame you.
I just paid my way through it. I said, nah, that's okay for me.
Yep. Pop my toggles. I gotta see. I can't see. Bring or I'll just leave it. I'm scuffed. Okay. Don't have versus. That's fine.
Please get buff, brother.
Yerp.
Let's go.
Yerp. Okay. Fams. Perfect. And now I've got to just time my fail and my Freuds.
Okay, yeah, I'll guess we'll after Culvert we can yeah, I want to know a bit more about Ferd, how it works because to me it's like I'm not a hero class, right? So I'm just on my Illumi, it's get out of the fucking boss run, right? So
As soon as possible,
yeah,
yeah.
but as
So
you
the
said,
way
it
I
doesn't
can kind of
really
explain how
matter.
Freud's works right now. Yeah, so you stack it every 23 seconds,
Okay.
and you have to stack it within a 7-second timer. So it'll show up here. I'm gonna hit it in, but if you see it in the bottom there,
Yeah.
it'll have a 23-second cooldown, but you have 5 seconds to
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 pop
press
it
it
back.
while it's down. Yeah,
Okay.
else you'll lose it,
Yeah.
and you'll have to wait 4 more minutes and restack it again. So it also goes fully on cooldown
What the
once you
fuck do you
die.
drop?
Oh, that's my spirit gate. So they're my little summons that will add the crit rate and the crit damage to it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's this spin. So this is just my small little mini burst before I swap to my roar for my origin burst in the end. To kind of get it to the stage 6 so it has the unlimited HP. Do my spin so I don't overkill to try and get the maximum amount of culvert score. 60 seconds, pop my goddess. Here. Swap to one of my many roars. Drop that. Freud's is about to come up. Once Freud's comes up, pop that. So now I'm in a 30-second iframe with 30% boss. I believe 30 attack.
Ooh.
And a bunch of all stat. So
that looked great.
Yep, and I actually got a really decent fatal timing. So
and the balls that's coming around, is it the origin?
Yeah, these are my origin balls. So those are the balls that are going to be getting updated in the rework.
Okay.
They'll be doing even more damage, and I mean my origin changes completely when it comes to that rework. The entire thing, it's not going to be a lingering origin, kind of like it is right now. As you can see, I'm just like, all of my attacks have changed to a whole different scheme.
Yeah.
But yeah, 31k is kind of what I usually get if I don't, go too insane. I'm pretty sure I didn't have my fams out there, but that's okay, unless they got taken away. But regardless, yep. The burst is pretty simple. It's just it can go pretty badly when it comes to setting up all the timings for your summons, because this has a 60-second cooldown but a 30-second duration.
Okay.
So if I put it down too early and I'm not bursting, I'm losing out on that 10% crit damage debuff that it has. It's definitely an easy class to boss mule, but if you die in your Freuds, or if you miss your bind, because my bind, look at this gloomy area, is my bind is also a summon. So it's not an immediate bind like Nova or anything like that. I put it down like this, and then once it attacks, then it pops up. Let me give a better look at it. Wait a second. Come on. Alright. There's my bind. That little thing, everything in here would get bound.
Okay.
If it runs into it, or if it is underneath it, it will eventually be bound. But if, say, Lotus teleports away from it, well, then I've got to wait for another bind and or slot in Nova.
Yeah.
So it sucks in that sense of the self bind, but if you're good enough with it, you're not gonna.
Yeah,
if you, I mean,
everything is timing shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I guess that's great. And how's the mobbing on Shade? Is it like
it is changing, which is the best thing ever. So I'm usually training at BD2 now that I've leveled. With Janus 1, with 1 ring, or actually no, it's BD1 I'm at, not this one.
And yeah, the aesthetic of the class is fucking great. I don't know with the rework how it will.
Oh, the rework makes it even more beautiful. It's amazing. So let me just do this. My other one. So I will normally put down, because Urda shower here.
Yeah.
Then I'm just doing this manually because I can't be bothered. Janus there, and then I'm just jumping around like this.
Okay, so you're actually moving.
Yes, I am actively farming because of Janus 1. And I definitely could use Dusk, but I just find that this is like lazy. I can kind of brain off, go left and right. Yeah. Because I don't have a 100% uptime summon, I can't just, do like everybody else does, just sit here, attack a couple of mobs, turn around, attack a couple of mobs, just wait, attack a couple of mobs. But post rework, our spin is getting turned into a 100% uptime summon. So, at least when it's hitting mobs. So I'll be having Nova, 1 Janus ring, then I could say slot the summon down here.
Yeah.
And then I could just sit down here and just do this. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, it will turn into AFK.
But it could if you had Janus level 10. It could.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Level 10 Janus I'm pretty sure any class,
Yeah,
any
exactly.
class can
Well,
do
yeah.
a lot of AFK training.
Well, to be fair with Janus, if you, like you said, if you have one place down summon, you're good to go, right? I mean, everyone has his corner.
Yeah, everybody has Urda Shower. Everybody can get one Janus
And
ring.
actually, the fucking like the hitbox on your main skill doesn't seem that big, but holy shit.
Like this one, or
Yeah.
you mean
Well,
like this one?
No,
Oh, that's True Spirit Claw, the big one that comes out. That's
no, the red one seems like it's hitting 3 plats. Am I?
It can hit 2. It can only hit 2 plats.
Okay.
That's the it's the blue one that I do right here. 1 second. It's a mob spawn. That's True Spirit Claw. So that is that's like a little upgrade. It's a 5th job skill that will passively change my Spirit Claw to being just doing a little bit more damage, some more attacks, and more IED. So that alongside the boost node makes it even stronger.
Yeah.
So it's just a little DPM-y. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very DPM heavy class, and it definitely rewards hands, which is really nice because with the amount of survivability and movement that you have, it you can have a lot of uptime on a lot of bosses.
To be fair, right now I'm like kind of like I really didn't know that Shade had that mobility. To be fucking honest with you, I was like, okay, it's fucking double jump and up jump and probably need rope lift, but I didn't know there was a teleport and like a dash.
Yeah, so the teleport actually takes you to the nearest mob. So
just like that's why it looks like
it's
Thunderbreaker.
like yeah, so if there's a mob up there, I can kind of just boop, and it'll take me to the mob. Or boop,
okay, okay, that's why it looked like it, but I wasn't really sure about it, man.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Thunderbreaker one where it puts them up to the mob, or like Demon Slayer, like Demon Slayer's Chaos Lock, the thing they use to TP farm. Yeah, must be nice. But I can't TP farm with those.
Okay, well that's nice, brother. I guess. So you wanted to showcase Black Mage?
Yep, yeah, I could do a Black Mage solo. It'd be fun. I haven't done one in a while, and I usually do it with my brother, but he's a low CP, 80 mil CP or anything, so it's not too different, but it's usually like a 15-20 minute run.
Oh god. Called your brother low CP.
Oh yeah, I mean I take all of his mules.
No, because
he knows who the stronger brother is. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah. Are you the big bro?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
for sure.
yeah. And NRF build.
Yeah, I'm rolling it because
yeah.
Yeah, we don't need attack speed. So this was my old one, except if the item drop rate was boss damage.
Yeah.
It was crit rate and damage, but I had no idea, and this was only a few days ago, that my Legion artifact, I could get 20% crit rate just from here.
And you don't need crit rate no more.
Yeah, and now I don't
So what
need
do you need now?
Attack, 21 attack.
Okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Like, okay, I got enough honor. Let's roll it. Just like forcing,
now I'm just kind of ripping the honor, hoping I get anything.
Yeah, man. Okay. Well, I love it, man. So you do your thing, man. We'll and don't forget your effects because you'll I think you're gonna fuck it up.
You think so?
I'll
kind of keep it higher.
Okay. I mean,
I'll keep it a little bit high just because I really like the aesthetic. But if anybody actually does like the aesthetic of Shade, it's a very pretty class with a bunch of. This is my iframe, so it's a little 7 or 8 second iframe that I'll be using. You'll see that a lot.
God damn. To be fair, I trained Shade actually 200 without extreme growth potions, just because it looks really nice, and I kind of have the feel of it, like with the colors and all that. It doesn't like in no way, shape, or form look like Ho Young, but color wise and aesthetics, I kind of see it. So I kind of like this
For
class for
sure.
that.
Yeah, like I know Ho Young, it's very
Colorful and all that
very
shit.
colorful, really flashy.
Yeah.
You know, you have all like your origins all different. But if anybody does like Shade and does like visual aesthetics, I definitely would recommend looking into the rework because oh my gosh, the origin changes and it's even more beautiful and like
Well, I guess
yeah, it's amazing.
with the Aaron, like with the Aaron, what they're doing with Aaron, I think we're gonna see a lot of fucking shades, right?
Yeah, yeah, with the Shade, and it's coming with a free 260 burn.
Well,
So
that's what I'm talking about. So I don't think there's gonna be a lot of errands going to 60, man. Like I think your class will have a lot of love in the winter update.
for sure, and I mean with the post balance update as well, it saw Shade getting even more FD. So Shade on rework release in Tespia, it was kind of gated at being a negative 10 to 12 FD loss, somewhere around there, give or take a few FD.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were upset about that in KMS.
Yeah.
But with us being such a DPM class, it's almost like it kind of evens off with GMS because we have AS0.
Yeah.
So when the balance patch does come in, you know, next winter or the summer, I think it's in the summer.
Yeah.
Shade will be eating even more, and we actually become one of the top 3 supports to have in a 6-man party
Well,
post balance change.
like
Because you know Bishop's getting gutted, Battle
yeah.
Mage is getting gutted, Mechanic, everything's losing FD, but they're still going to be useful because that's just how people
So
lose.
you're gonna bring out more damage than the others, or like that's why you're. I mean, we had the Bishop showcase last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was kind of like not happy, but well, yeah, I would say happy because it will bring diversity between parties, right? And
For
I
sure.
think your class, battle mage, mechanics, all the quote unquote support class will benefit from it. I mean, like to be fair, right now, if you have like the choice between the shade or bishop in the party, you you'll everyone will go fucking bishop, right?
Every single time. Yeah,
So
I mean
now,
that's just how it is. But
yeah, and now I think with the upcoming balance change, yeah, like for sure, I was like kind of pissed at first just because like well, fucking sucks for bishop, right? But in the end, it makes a lot of fucking sense.
it does make sense, but also somebody brought up a point to me, and I'm just gonna hop in BM and I'll fight and talk at the same time.
Oh,
But
if you're able.
oh yeah, I didn't have to pop cheese. I forgot. Practice mode was a thing. But because of us, like everybody in reboot now, you know you have your H Calling parties, you have your X Kalos parties, all that sort of stuff. If you notice one trend in all the parties is they've all got a bishop. So when bishop gets nerfed, what are we doing? Because if we're losing, say 33% FD, which is what bishop's benediction usually does, for the party, you know, we're not gaining 30% FD party wide in just all of the balance changes. That's just not how Nexon's gonna have it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we're not gonna have, you know, Bishop goes down. Sure, they gain a few FD for their solo bossing or solo damage, but to make every class insane would just be, you know, not that's just not a thing. So I don't know if they are planning on if they're planning on doing a boss HP cut or anything like that. Possibly in the second half of the summer update, which is kind of what I'm hoping for. But I think that's a little too few and far between to ask for
Yeah.
that much.
Well,
And especially if a GMS exclusive balance patch would almost be even more insane if they did that.
oh god, a weekend. I don't think that's gonna
I don't
be
want
a
to ask for
thing.
too much, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't want to ask for
exactly.
too much.
Well, to be fair, right now I think Nexon is doing the right moves. Like, no
for
shit.
sure.
I think the game is in a real good fucking place right now.
Yeah,
And,
for sure. Like compared to,
like
when I
ignition
started
and
in.
ignition and all that shit.
Oh yeah, like it's completely different. I remember when wild totems were a thing. I would pop a 2-hour totem, a 2-hour WAP,
Yeah.
and I would only gain 30%. And you would think, oh, he was probably like 240, 245 when the max level was 275 or
Yeah.
even 250 at the time. No, I was it was like 225 in Arcana. I'm getting
Yeah.
30% a WAP in Arcana. Like, brother, ew, man, that's just gross. Like, nobody wants to farm with those rates, and like nowadays, it's almost like people are getting 275 in a few months.
Yeah, well, it takes work, right?
It does.
I'm not like I'm really not of a grinder. Like
Mhm.
I have my phases, but yeah, I mean it's to be fair, what I like and I got like unpopular fucking like take on totems and all that shit. I like the flow.
Yeah.
It's not because oh I think the EXP is better. I like the flow that mobs are spawning like it's more active, right? I'm
Yeah,
not winning
you're
between
constantly
yeah.
seeing.
I'm not between rotations and all that shit. It's why are you not dying, man?
Uh, goated? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I have a lot of lifesteal and like all of these backsteps and everything that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just do that. The chains aren't really hitting me, and if they do, I just throw that little mark that you see. Well, you can't see it because of my damage skin, but there's a little couple marks on there, and one of them will heal me to full pretty much. I wouldn't say immediately, but after like a second, it'll constantly tick me from all of my HP. Like if you actually look at my HP right now. Okay, maybe not right now. I think it expired, but I'll let you know next time that I do it. I'll do it here. So just watch my HP as I'm gonna be getting ticked by the chains.
Okay.
It's just constant.
Oh, God.
It's just
Okay,
constant.
yeah.
And with my smashing multi-punch, which I'm gonna do here in a second, after I spin, it actually gives me a 50% damage reduction, and that's really bad timing, but it helps me survive a lot of one-shots that do 100% of your HP. I could jump into, say, there's a video of a Shade, I think during Destiny or Ignition, jumping into Lotus Laser or not Lotus Laser, sorry, Lucid Dragon, and tanking the entire thing while it's constantly ticking damage. That's just, without an iframe, it's insane.
God damn. And you're doing that with effects on. I don't see
Yeah.
fucking shit. I just see beautiful colors, beautiful skills, and that's it. To be honest, well, probably you're used to it, right? But holy fucking shit.
Yeah, and I mean, when I pop my Origin again here for my next burst, unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to do it with. Will I do it with weapon jump? No, I won't. I'll pop a weapon jump now, but I'll Origin afterwards. With my Origin, it definitely does get really hectic, especially in P3 BM with effects, but honestly, it's kind of the silver lining with this class. The fact that I have so much survivability lets me tank so many things, especially curses. If I use Foxfire right here, normally, if you get kicked, you get White Curse.
Yeah.
I just didn't get a curse.
Oh,
and
God.
If you see the little fishies around me?
Yeah.
That are floating around me, they stop all debuffs. So I just got kicked 3 times in a row and I took no curse for it. I can negate
And
damage. I can negate debuffs, such as curses, Damien Brand, like the little stacks that you get from Damien. I can stop the DDR that Damien does with his little claws.
what the fuck? You didn't die of... Yeah, what does CD on? What does CD on the fucking iframe?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
God,
I was
guys,
sitting on
he
that.
did
Yeah, that kinda sucks.
it. He did it.
I took a life.
And what's it? Yeah, what's the CD on
the
your...
8-second iframe, it's 2 minutes.
Okay, and the little snakes fishes that negates debuff.
Oh, the little debuff thing is I think they're on a 40-second or a minute-long cooldown, but my hyper skill, the one that gives me, I didn't really go through it. I'm just gonna chill on the side and explain here for a second.
Yeah.
This thing here, it pops a bunch of different skills, such as Spirit Frenzy. So you'll see little moonbeam. She'll do like right there. She's doing her little spin. She does a little bit of damage, but you know she's just doing her best. She'll also proc the little fishies for me at random. So I have a fishy on me right now, and I haven't even used the skill yet. And then if I use the skill right now, well, I just refreshed 3 more fishies, and then I'll pop my Spirit Flow, and I'll pop it again. So I got even 3 more. So I could theoretically time it so I can get nine. I can tank 9 debuffs before Black Mage can actually curse me. I can still kick me, which sucks, but I can tank a lot and not get hurt that bad. Let me just do this. I'll do a little spin here. Hopefully he sucks me. He did. I take a curse death, but that's okay. See, it's definitely difficult when there's 2 black mages with effects, but that's okay. I don't even think I have my spirit bond max up. I'm kind of just trolling around. I'll lock in here.
Oh. You're good, man. No, I don't think there's anyone in chat that's not fucking impressed right now.
Other than the guys that have seen Shade play, to be honest, a lot of Shades are like this.
Well, to be fair, who plays Shades?
There's quite a bit. There's about 110 Shades above my level. So.
Oh, that much?
Yeah.
God damn.
On Maple ranks earlier when I was 94%. 280. I checked it and I was 116th Shade in Chronos, I believe. It may have been all of GMS, but honestly, I think it was just reboot. It's a really sick class, and the fact that it has dice to give you extra
EXP
damage
and damage.
EXP,
yeah,
will bring a lot of people towards it.
God damn.
Whoop, that sucks. Whatever. I'm gonna use this to set up my origin, and hopefully I don't die to that.
Like right now, it's so fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah, and I've just gotta. That's why I play with silhouettes on. That way I can see what he's doing behind all of my pretty colors. Otherwise, I would be fucking dead. Well, just like that. I don't even know what I died to. I don't even know what happened.
To be fair, I have no fucking clue what's happening right now, but you're doing great.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. And I think I'm like talking for chat too. I don't think no one's have a fucking clue what's happening right now.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But holy
I'm just now trying not to die out as I was trolling earlier. But
I mean, to be fair, you're explaining every single fucking thing and doing black mage, and Like
with effects on.
FX on, yeah. I mean, even if you die out, I mean, I I'm going to Black Mage with effects on. Not even trying to like in the 6-man party blue dotting. I think I'm there. I'm dying out. So, but probably that's just me. You look like you have good hands, though. Let's say that like that.
Yeah, pretty much. I've had my few fair shares of black mages on multiple different characters, and on my shade myself, I think I've done like 14 or so. I mean, ever since I lived, I think I've been doing it every single month.
And no fucking badge. You got everything except badge, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Everything besides total control and badge, yeah.
Total control is Extreme Lotus, right?
Yep, X Lotus for sure. Fuck, whatever. Oh, good.
My man is feeling the pressure right now.
Yep. I'm joking. That was a really bad pattern. Oh my gosh. Oh. Speaking of a random death, what the hell was that? It's all good. I'm not dying out.
You got this, brother. Oh god.
All good.
Spawn him some fucking snakies.
True. What?
Oh. Now we're talking. You just gotta hit fucking part 4 and you'll be fucking good.
Yeah, P4, if I die... I don't know what I'll do. I'll cry. I'll go cry myself to sleep. So, one thing about Shade and Black Mage P4, and a lot of classes that have Lifesteal can do this. We could play White Aura. So, we take Black Curse. That way we can't use potions.
Yeah?
But you gain 10% final damage. And I just died out. That's so unlucky. Okay.
Well,
anyway, that's sad.
No one's gonna fucking throw rocks at you, man.
Yeah.
God damn. Well, to be fair, it showcases like you were fucking right. That's fucking great. It opens up my eyes to something else, I guess.
Yeah, Shade is definitely a class that is underplayed and underrated for sure.
I think you have the right word. Under fucking rated.
Yep. It's a strong class. It can be even stronger. I know a couple of Shades myself that are good friends of mine, and they, are pushing 290, 287, 288. Getting close to max hexa, and it's not even close with how strong they are compared to me.
Yeah, well, to be fair, right now I think you're doing your fair share of damage, and your hexa is on the lower end. Let's say like that, right?
For sure, yeah.
It's not. It's not. Yeah, I mean. Like, your gear, to be honest, is fucking solid, right? But yeah, I think if you had better exile, we weren't even close to fucking dying out. And to be fair, we were talking and all that shit. So I don't think you're ever dying out if you concentrate a bit, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Put some music on.
Yeah.
Lock in. That thing should have been dead. Ages ago.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Well, I mean, god damn it, oh god. I'm excited now. Well, to be fair, I don't know nothing. I'll need to fucking see like, to be honest, I'm like the type of guy that's going in blind with like the upcoming patches and all that shit. It's too far away for me. I just check it out a bit for Hoyoung, but not. I don't even know what Shade looks like, so I guess I'm gonna have a fucking surprise. But talking about this, like we were talking about like Shade and Aaron's revamp. How do you feel about your revamp? Like you talk aesthetically, it's fucking great, but like I guess the gameplay.
Yeah, so we're turning from a 2-minute burst class to a 1 minute slash 90-second burst class. Our burst is getting taken away from our spirit flow, which is on a 2-minute cooldown.
Yeah.
The spirit flow plus frenzy to just being our multi punch.
Yeah.
So multi punch is going to get changed, so it's a bit faster, and it's actually, I think at the moment, it can charge up like this and then just bam, smash down. You can do that and you can hold it, or you can just press it. And in GMS with AS0, it's negligible the amount of damage that you would lose if you just tap the skill and then go back to attacking with your main DPSing class, like DPSing move.
Yeah.
So with this being quote unquote a dead skill, it kind of sucks in that way because a lot of people are like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool! It's your little you punch the bosses and then you slam down on them. You do a lot of balls. It's big, it's flashy, it's awesome. Well, it does no damage. So, what's the point in using it?" With the rework and them changing it, because this used to be a 90-second cooldown, so it was kind of funky in the way that you'd use it, because it's like, do you want to save it for your 2-minute? Do you want to pop it early?
Yeah.
Do you want the survivability? Blah, blah, blah. It's going to get buffed to be our main bursting skill, so we can actually, use our 60-second ABs that we're constantly getting and all the refreshes that we get. It's going to make Shade's DPM in 1 minute and 90-second burst a lot better. So the solo bossing for Shade's going to be great. In a party setting, it'll be okay compared to previously, because our balance patch brings our split down from 20% FD to 15%.
Yeah.
Like every other class, we're losing a bit of our support FD. It is what it is. But, the rework in itself, when it comes to mobbing, it is amazing. The quality of life that we're getting, the amount of, our skills getting much bigger, being able to hit multiple platforms, the 100% uptime summon, all that kind of stuff. Kind of turned my mind around about the rework, because I was kind of thinking, we're losing 10 FD. We didn't really need to lose FD. Like, we're not strong. We're not Night Lords. But in the grand scheme of things, our bursts could always get better. Our mobbing skills are forever. They can change the way that they do damage, but if you don't have the mobbing skill, then you're not going to get it unless you're getting a rework. And I've been begging for a Shade rework for the past 2-3 years, because it's such a dated class. Yeah. And almost everything that we have, like this Spirit Claw thing, the only thing that we gained from it since when the class actually released is it got like 20 or 30% bigger, and it does a little bit more damage. Other than that, this skill is like a 2014 skill.
Oh.
It's been the same for like 10 years. So a rework for like all of the heroes, besides maybe Iran, Evan changed a little bit, Mercedes changed a bit, but a lot of them are still the base, class from all those years back, in comparison to some other classes which got a little bit of a rework visually. Kana, they got their skills changed a bit. Etc., etc., all the explorers, all the Cygnus Knights, but yeah, it's definitely
it's a
positive.
positive.
Definitely gonna be fun. Yeah, it's definitely a good positive for Shade, I think, and like, as long as they don't, they haven't touched any of our cool movements, so we're still, gonna be jumping around, flying around, surviving all these, mechanics that people complain about.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it looks great, man. Well, I always hate when someone likes a class, it gets changed, and now you're like, now what, right?
Yeah, then you hate it, right? And it's like I don't
E-
want to hate my class. I want to
Exactly,
play.
you made it so like right now you're so fucking like late game that it's like, what do we do now, right?
Yeah. It's just I think with the visuals and everything that come with it, aesthetically we get a buff. Our damage might not get a buff, but it does get fixed eventually, even if it is like a little FD nerf. We'll take it. What's oh, worst comes to worst, we could have been Aran, and honestly, I love Aran. It was my first class I ever played in Maplestory, but sit down. That's all I gotta say. Like you're getting nerfed. It sucks. It really does. And I hope that they come back because I love all the heroes, all Mercedes,
Yeah,
Shade, Evan, Lumi, all of them.
Mercedes right
Such
now,
cool classes.
yeah. Every single hero class, well, Phantom,
Hmm.
well, let's not talk about it, right? But
Yeah,
like most of the hero classes look so fucking great, right?
they do. Yeah, and
And
the thought and concept of them all
yep,
is really cool, right?
it is, man. I'm like all in with that, man. It's yeah, I mean, holy shit. Well, I'm glad that you're like not hating yourself because yeah, uh I heard that errands will be head banging them, and it's gonna be
Oh,
like,
for sure. Yeah. I mean, besides their visuals getting a little bit better, that's cool and all, but
yeah,
I
but
wouldn't trade. I wouldn't trade visuals. I
no,
wouldn't trade FD for anything, and especially when they're losing like 20%, it is very brutal.
yeah, it
Definitely
is.
very brutal.
It is because I don't think Aaron. Well, Aaron was a good class, but like there's so much fucking classes, right? That I think, in my honest opinion, would be, if it had 20% final damage, would change a fucking thing, right? Would be
Yeah.
top tier, even though. So
Yeah. Even if Shade did get nerfed the way that it did, the balance patch in the KMS summer update definitely. The fact that we got FD buffed and we only lost about 5% of our support. I don't know if any more of it got changed. I haven't really looked into it too much.
yeah,
Um, it's still making us the best support just because of the flat 15% FD that you're going to be getting from Split.
yeah,
Um, and alongside it being a DPM class, we could definitely see the meta is swapping to a 2-minute meta, where if it does become a 2-minute meta, Shade is going to be
go
the
with
next
it.
bishop.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's going to be the next bishop, or if Battle Mage somehow with their
yeah,
their DPM that they have on all of their auras and stuff like that,
yeah, yeah.
it would be pretty good too. So yeah.
That's fucking great, man. Yeah, like I said, I'm glad. I'm really glad for you guys, and I guess we talked about it a bit, like at the beginning, right? Well, not beginning, but we were talking. I think Maplestory is in a great state right now. Like, would you change something like in in the game that
Hmm.
like bothers you right now, or like we had a good like our fair share of quality of life changes and all that shit
For
that we
sure, yeah.
asked for years, right? But like, yeah, what would you ask them, I guess?
Um, a lot of the quality of life stuff that I've wanted for years has come to fruition, like presets and obviously there's the fam cards in Arteria and Carcion that I would
Hmm.
love. Everybody would love that, but you
Anywhere,
know,
right? Just don't
everywhere, just fams everywhere would be great.
just don't get
But that
us like uh, don't don't let us choose between EXP or fucking like familiars,
Familiars,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
To be fair, I'm all in with that. It makes no fucking sense.
It does, but at the same time, you got to think it is Nexon, so a lot of the
It's
quality of life
KMS.
updates we've been asking for, it took them about like 8 years before they came by. So, you know, I do have hope for GMS, especially with Inkwell and the other guy that he introduced.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think they're more transparent right now.
for sure, yeah,
Wi-
they're being greatly transparent for sure.
when the like quote unquote boycott happened like last year, I think they realized that we're not fucking KMS, right? It's our
Hmm.
own game. I mean, you need to do something to keep us happy. And I think they realized too that like reboot is their fucking milk like it's their fucking cash cow, right?
Yeah,
It's not
in
fucking reg.
KMS.
No, in GMS. Sorry.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, reboot is the biggest thing, and I mean, with KMS now, I mean, give us back our old FD passive. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, that in itself is what I think we lost like 10% FD or something
Oh,
like
more
that
than
from
that, I think.
where the hell
Hero
was it?
top
Oh, you're right.
top
You're right.
good.
You're right. Yeah, I mean, I think it was like 65 or like
Yeah.
55% or 60%, something like that.
I
You know,
felt
and
it
that
on
that was a
every
KMS
single
change.
fucking character, man.
Oh yeah, it was big, and imagine if we had that back with everything that we're getting in now, and
But
with reboot changes, KMS doesn't have a reboot anymore.
nope.
They
It's
turned it into a reg server, so it's like, is this the end of reboot updates for like Reboot World specifically, or are we
well,
going to be following Maple Sea now? You know, like
yeah.
it's all these
Oh
questions.
yeah.
The transparency like that would definitely be probably
Well,
the number one thing that
to
I
be
would
fair,
want.
right now, I don't think they have a clue between their team.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
they're
the KMS right now, I think they have a load of shit on their hands called how to how to get our players happy right now.
for sure.
I think that's the fucking issue with them right now, and yeah,
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing to make their players happy, and
yeah. But I feel like KMS and GMS is so fucking different that yeah, I mean they need to like look it through different. So it's not like it's not it's not an like an exact science, right? But I mean it's fucking like we're Western people and they're Eastern people. The culture
right,
is fucking different,
completely, yeah,
and that's the and it shows in gaming in general. So and when they try to pass us some things from KMX, I mean just like the fucking fragment like cap, right, last year,
hmm
it was
yeah,
like what the fucking hell are you doing?
yeah, and the meso and the fragment cap and all that kind
Yeah,
of stuff
I
was
mean,
just why,
yeah,
why, you know, I don't know.
yeah, like don't give us shit and tell us it's fucking chocolate, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
you're feeding us Halloween candy with razor blades in it, man. Like,
yeah, exactly. It's like okay, Sig Job is coming, but now I'm not excited no more. And that
yeah, because I can only grind for about an hour a day, and those guys that are going to be giga grinders are they're going to be like daily locked, or they're going to have to buy their booster just to farm extra frags, and
exactly.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that I had the chance to talk to you, man.
It was awesome.
Yeah. So thank you a lot, brother. I mean, you did a great fucking job. I think Shade, like you said, it's a class that it's underplayed, and I think it's underrated as fuck.
For sure, for sure. It's definitely a top support class that I don't the amount of people that I've tried to do X lot with and they ask me, they're like, hey, I don't even know what Shade does, but I know it gives support. Or I'll say, yeah, I've got Split, and they're like, what does Split do?
Yeah.
And then I have to go through this whole conversation of, if it moves, if the boss moves, it summons an extra soul. If it doesn't move, it gives flat 20% FD. And they're like, well, what if I can only hit one? Like a Night Lord. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, then Shade's not great with Night Lord. But if you're an archer, I give you 80% crit rate. And then I've got Weaken, which gives 20% damage. And
Okay, sign
it's
me
just
up.
all these, all these little like things that people are like, oh my god, huh? And I'm like, yeah, it's a lot.
It's happening.
It's a lot. It's a lot,
Yeah.
and it's the popularity of it, which I think the rework will kind of change the way that people play it. I really wish Phantom and Lumi both got reworked. Even Evan as well. I think all three of those classes could use some love. When it comes to damage, even visuals, all that kind of stuff. Like Luminous
Is so fucking generic,
I don't even want to. Yeah, like
I love it.
don't
I
even
love
know.
it because it's so fucking basic.
Yeah,
Like bossing
just...
mule, I get out, shut my fucking brain off, and it is so fucking like generic. Like, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I think they told us that no new class would come out and more rework. So I'm excited to see what's next, I guess.
Yeah, like I don't if they do some more heroes, maybe they'll learn that dropping a class by 20 FD on
isn't a great idea.
I don't know any other class. Maybe Angelic Buster, but I don't even think that.
Oh, Angelic
that has
Buster
been. Yeah, I don't know any other class.
No, you don't understand. AB is so fucking good.
Oh, is it?
It is. It is insanely good. Oh, you don't know?
No, I quit around the time.
Oh God, oh God, I hyper burned it.
It was fun.
It's so fucking dumb how it's strong right now.
Yeah.
It's such a great fucking boss meal, man. A 1 minute mini burst that busts everything, man. And it's on the 2 minute cooldown, and I think it's gonna be nerfed. I don't know what the balance patch did to AB, but holy shit, yeah, it's great, man.
Yeah, so you think of that, and you think of all the other reworks, like the Dawn Warrior Cygnus Night Change, the Blaze Wizard, even maybe Thunderbreaker did get a little bit nerfed, or they didn't get much love. But Nightwalker, and then you look at Night Lord getting their changes, and all these other classes that get reworks. They're like buffs. Like, oh, everybody's getting 10 FD here, 5 FD here, 15 FD here, perfect. And when the Shade rework came out, it was 4 a.m. I'm blasted out of my mind. I'm just hyped. I'm like, oh my god, all the skills look awesome, blah, blah, blah. And then I thought to myself, like, it's Nexon. I'm like, I've got to wait for the numbers. Well, after the patch, the numbers come out in the test server, and you see us losing 12% final damage, and Iran's losing 20% final damage. And it's almost like a spit in the face to, we are the first rework in recent years where we get nerfed.
Yeah, you're right.
The rework.
You're like,
right. Why us? Why us?
Yeah.
I'm the forgotten hero here.
Well, maybe you know how they test limits. Like,
it's true.
Yeah. They need to test how will players react to that.
Right.
And I think, like you said, it's an underplayed class. So probably that maybe if they wanted to do tests, okay. Even though we're talking theoretical right now, right? Mm-hmm. It's out of the blue. If Shade and Aaron makes a minimal portion of the players that mains it, right? Mm-hmm. Let's give them shit and see what sticks.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They could definitely throw say they didn't nerf it by 20% FD, but gave it 20% FD. See how many people jump on the bandwagon to join that class versus with the nerfs. It sucks because the balance patch already came out, but they had hope that the balance patch could then bring them up. Because you think, well, when your class is bad, it can't get any worse, right?
Yeah.
Well, it can't get worse, but it could just stay the same.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, that's kind of how I've been thinking about it since, you know, before Destiny, when we got our big damage boost. It nerfed our Destiny brought our spirit flow here, where it says at the bottom, my Shade Spirit Frenzy final damage plus 550%.
Yeah.
That used to be 900.
Oh god.
So we lost 350% final damage on our spin.
Oh boy.
Now when that happened,
oh god, that's a cutthroat thing, man.
For sure. When that happened, when I used to spin in my burst, I could only do this. For 10 seconds, I was spinning in place. I couldn't move. Now they've changed it, so with regardless of whether you're spinning or not, in burst or not, you can move around.
Yeah.
And when the rework comes, you can jump around when you're spinning.
Oh.
I believe. I'm almost certain that you can jump around when you spin, but there's no point on doing it because now the spin is pretty much just a mobbing skill.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's overall pretty fun class, pretty beautiful. Wouldn't change much about it besides damage, but everybody wants damage.
Yeah, everyone wants their piece of the pie, right?
That's right.
Well, I'm thanking you, man. It's been great talking to you. So I guess we're gonna see you in chat, man.
For sure, yeah.
So I guess enjoy the rest of your night, brother. And like I said, thank you a lot. It's been great, man.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, thanks, man. See ya.
All right, see you later.
Yeah. Okay, guys. God fucking damn it. That was so fucking cool. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't know shit about Shade. And now it kind of makes me want to play it. No fucking cap. It's insanely good. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I did. And yeah, so Shade fucking showcase. So I don't know what's up next week, but I got a great idea of what it's gonna be a surprise, right? So on that, guys, have a good rest of your evening. And if you like that video, just like and subscribe to the channel. We got a showcase and coming. So peace out, boys.